vibe till the sun comes up. MJ lights far too tough. Black matter shelling leave non-stop. Shout out all the teams, them. Every player where they rep them. Sweaty matches, clutch moments. Victory dance with enjoyment. If them ask who run this scene, the ML will be the king. From Niger straight to worldwide. Everybody hands it right. MJ say ready. Everybody say steady. Black matter on commentary. Whole chat going crazy. ML community stronger than love. Admins working non-stop for us. That's why we rise above. ML I'm a piano vibe in the club. From the games to the late night fun. ML up number one. ML, forever area. MJ don't like the place, so black matter on the mic. Share you the feel hey. Every night we day online. Squad full active, steady, good vibes. From tournament days to late night too. ML love, no feel low. Sanjena Baba for the movement. CEO with the right management. Like the guide like Nepa Miracle. Cypher too sharp, tactical. Black matter, they cast the gameplay. It's down what they play. Everybody scream for the headset. Caster to code, no race. If you enter once, you don't fit me. Today night, you now waiting, we believe. From lobby chats to custom room. ML up, they shake the whole zone. ML love, a family where they give us love. From the admins to the teams we trust. Nobody better than us. ML we dey vibe till the sun comes up. MJ lights far too tough. Black matter shelling leave non-stop. Shout out all the teams, them. Every player where they rep them. Sweaty matches, clutch moments. Victory dance with enjoyment. If them ask who run this scene, the ML will be the king. From Niger straight to worldwide. Everybody hands it right. MJ say ready. Everybody say steady. Black matter on commentary. Whole chat going crazy. ML community stronger than love. Admins working non-stop for us. That's why we rise above. ML I'm a piano vibe in the club. From the games to the late night fun. ML up number one. ML, forever area. MJ don't like the place, so
just let me know.
Fight for the ultimate answer.
Hello guys, how's everyone doing today? It's a wonderful day because it is the start of the Mhpl Summer Invitationals, and of course, if you do know anything about that, you would understand that today is actually one of the days that I don't want to go too deep into that, but still, it is the first match for tonight. We are there outside the draft pick here, and we have RGV Rio Grande Valley versus Fluffy. Well, that is two solid teams actually facing against each other. And to be fair, they start something new. MHPL Summer Invitationals is something that we are looking forward to, and I'm sure you guys in the comment section are also looking forward to it. So sit back. Let's watch the drafts. But then I am not alone. I am with a co-caster of mine. If you Fisayo, who wants to show you guys know
Hi,
Hello,
good
Fisayo.
evening.
How you doing?
It felt like yesterday when we were wrapping up the season 1 of Mhpl, but look at us now. We are back here, and I mean, this is a very anticipated match, right? RGV versus Fluffy. If we know anything about these guys, they really gave us entertaining matches in the last
Let them play the
season.
hero.
So
I will
opening
be the
it
truth
like this, I felt
world
like
desperately
this is
needs.
they are going to raise the standard today. Or what do you think? I feel like they're going to raise the standard like by a lot.
There definitely is that possibility now because to be honest with you, uh this summer invitationals prize pool is no joke. 600,000 naira is a lot of money. So when you think about the standards
Time
of
to drop
the
the beat of
gameplay,
the
the standards
flash.
of the team coordination, everything is definitely gonna be on point. And of course, the draft is ongoing right now, so we're just gonna head straight to that. We see a carry ban on the side of Fluffy, Marcel ban, and a Joy ban. Pretty valid bans, Fisayo.
Yeah, pretty valid bands indeed. We already know the carry for being a tank melter. So I guess on the side of Fluffy, they are trying to go for like a team fight composition, something that the carry will definitely mess up if she busts real quick. So and they don't want that for their frontliners. While on the side of RGV, we can see that they banned out the Hilda. The Hilda, I feel like they're trying to protect their jungler with that. We know the Hilda is one of the most aggressive heroes, especially in the early game, right? So, and also the Harley as well. The Harley with the space escape has like a lot of outplay potentials, and of course the Yuzong, a very safe ban, the Yuzong. But yeah, that's all. That I guess that we should stop talking about the bans now and go to the picks, right?
Priestess of primal lightning.
Indeed.
The hunter
And
of all the
edits
evil
actually
gods.
picked. Okay. Okay. I like that actually. That's actually a very uncommon pick. And of course, on the other side, we see a Sicilian and a Claude locked in. And also B.A. Frank going for his signature clean. The man, if you know anything about B.A. Frank, you know that RGV is a team that my squad, Uni, have played against multiple times. So I'm pretty familiar with some of their picks. Toxic though, just saying I love that pick. If you're on the enemy side, you won't though, because she's got consistent CC, consistent magic damage, and Super Ninja going for his comfort here. So you.
Yeah, Soyo, but I feel like we all know that Soyo has a low resistance against magic damage. And right now on the side of RGV, they already showed 2 magic damage dealers. So him going for the Suyo right now, that's I mean, it's just like it's telling them, bring it on. I can take it.
Well, I do hope that he can actually take it though, because we did see him play the last time, and to be honest, it wasn't exactly the best for Ninja and his reputation. But still, moving on now from that, we see the final 2 bans done by both teams, Minotaur and Leomod. And of course, on the other side, there's a Camilla ban. That's a high concentration of Roma on the side of RGB. Camilla ban, a Grok ban, a Hilda ban. Damn. These guys are really consistent.
Respect to Ragnar, man. Respect to Ragnar, man. I was really hoping I would see him pick up the Grok actually. But yeah, so sad it was banned. But that concludes the ban phase. So we are going to conclude the pick phase now. Abdul Wahab and Summers. I mean, what are they missing? They are missing the jungle and the EXP. Oh, they have the EXP. They are missing the jungle and the Roma, which is kind of interesting. I mean, you pick the EXP and you probably pick an EXP or a Roma first, but here they kept the Roma until like the last pick.
Yeah, they kept the Roma until that, but still looking at Super Saiyan here, the man seems to be a bit indecisive. Oh yeah. The blue is there. Oh my god. How did they leave this man? How did they not ban these heroes?
That must be an oversight on their end. I mean, they were focusing on Ragnar and forgot the Xborg and the glue. Whichever one he could have gone for, whichever one he picked, then he picked the glue actually. But even if he had gone for the Xborg, that's still like a lot of trouble.
It is, man. Whichever one, it's like a pick your poison scenario. And of course, the draft are completed, and now we get straight into game one for both these teams. RGV versus Fluffy. Don't forget, this is the MHPL Summer Invitationals, sponsored by ML Hubs Except Team. And of course, this is Black Matter and Fisayo, your casters, casting the game one, BO3, not a BO2. So get your facts straight. We get straight into the game one. And Fisayo, as Carl would say, speaking of, he is in the chat right now, and he is saying, Fisayo, big fan. Wow, Carl's a big fan of you.
Oh, really? Carl, thank you, man. Although you're my goat as well. So, anyways,
I like the acknowledgement coming from both of you there. I love that. But still on the mid lane now. Okay, Ragnar. There are a lot of respect to this man on the side of RGB. They know what they are dealing with. So, batting out 3 tanks and leaving out the blue for the boys of FL to just take advantage of that on their side. But still, I do hope they have contingency plans in place, because dealing with a glue on an EXP, that's one thing. Now you have Ragnar on the high loose where you can just charge at them. But still, I just hope this Barrick has what it takes to go up against 2 tanks.
yeah, hopefully they do. But I feel like the edict is going to be going toe to toe with this glue. Actually, whenever the glue use the spread, any damage you deal will count like an individual damage, and we know it is passive. That is the overload. Every time she uses a skill, it gives her some kind of extra hit. So if that thing kind of like is on the glues, I feel like it's going to deal more damage to him. But that's just the theory, though. Let's see how it is in perspective. Look, they are spamming the recalls now. They are hoping for a pause.
Yeah, it's the first pause of the game, and I do hope that there won't be more in the future, because that is not a good thing to see. Just how many minutes into the game, man? This is not nice. But still, over to the comment section now. There's a lot of comments here. I am Skype saying, Ninja, we are tired of your one trick. Well, to be fair, Ninja has basically repeated his picks. So far we saw him do the same thing, and in the Mythic Conquest series sponsored by 1080, we saw Ninja just basically consistently go with the Soyo, and at some point we tend to wonder, does he have other heroes in his pool that he can show us or not? But then that's up to him, because at the end of the day, it's still up to the player to pick what he wants. And on the other side, I can see Rex Steele saying RGV go win. But so far, looking at the draft, man, whose draft are you inclining towards?
I mean, both of them, they have their strength and they have their weaknesses, but I'll say Fluffy, because they have the damage and they have the sustain. While on the side of RGV, it's just like pure damage. But then again, like I said, they both have their strength and weaknesses. The damage coming from the side of RGV, I feel like is enough to penetrate the amount of sustain that they have here. But of course, it's the glue and the Hylos, two very dying heroes. So let's see if the damage will truly penetrate or not. Actually, I'm actually interested in this Mhpl and Cooper pick. I mean, the jungler for my squad as well, he has been practicing it, and it's not like Mhpl and Cooper got a buff or something like that. So it seems junglers are kind of drifting towards Mhpl and Cooper. Did you notice anything like that?
Not exactly, but I'm glad you're bringing it to my attention right now. But still, on the other side, though, I love the fact that they finally went for an uncommon pick, man. We don't get to see that a lot of times, honestly. It's not said all the time, but still, I can't even fault that pick, really. The Mhpl and Cooper is not a pick we see all the time. Okay. Looks like he might want to, speaking of the Mhpl and Cooper, he might want to engage Ragnar there, but Ragnar just want to give vision and move through the flanks, and still, it's just vision giving, man. Yeah,
I mean, Toxic is not level 4 yet, and the turtle is spawning in 8 seconds. And Abdul Wahab is still level 2. Oh, both Romans are still level 2 though. Oh, look like they're jumping on Ragnar.
Yeah, just the bite him Cooper. He's hitting on Ragnar. That's just a little damage compared to what he's gonna deal when he farms completely, and that's the bulk and the kill coming in. And Ragnar, you gotta be careful when you use that ring of punishment, because that's draining your mana, and soon he's gonna lose HP. So Ragnar better be wise, and then someone close and they jump in on him, and that's the Prince Sword. Oh god! But draws the first brother now. The wrath brought out for Ragnar and Mhpl was added to the tally, and the total taken by Super Ninja Fluffy, winning that one out completely. Abdul Wahab, no way to go. give Super Saiyan a double.
Yeah, I mean that was just unfortunate, but Super Saiyan, bro, Super Saiyan on this glue. Okay, looks like there might be. They are waiting for the Mhpl and Cooper to come here. Of course, he used the trap to check the bush. He has that sense. Okay, yeah, looks like they might take this. Sanguine Claws takes out Summers. The back impact just dealing damage to Abdul Wahab. Of course, he won't be able to get out of that. Then I also have to mention Abdul Wahab. Something unfortunate happened earlier. He tried to use the Cyclone Eye to get over the wall, but I mean, the movement speed in the early game is not that high, so he was not able to vault over the wall and he died over there. But yeah, Fluffy right now leading the charge.
Speaking of charge now, that's a blade surge now coming in from Super Ninja there, gets pulled away. Let's go, Mhpl. Ragnar takes that one, the Mhpl falls and the retreat committed from Super Ninja, but Frank goes in and gets slain by Super Ninja. The Blazing Duet committed as well. They want to draw Toxic's blood. He's in the tier 2 for Super Hatred. Christian Baker with the Lantern Flare committed completely, and Toxic is able to survive that outcome. Meanwhile, Super Ninja is on the enemy jungle, and Summers at this point 0-3-0 for Zion. Not a great start.
Yeah, we also have to mention, you mentioned 0-3-0 for Summers. We have to mention Super Ninja's 2-0-5 as well. Yeah, he's just here proving everyone that if it works, why change it? One trick is not okay. Glorious pathway out here. Summers has been taken out again. But yeah, the glue looks like he's trying to go in using the grab. Yeah,
1v3, and the Primal Rat committed there. Divine Retribution with the lightning bolt as well. Marvelous is trying to deal some damage, but Ragnar is on a killing spree on this Hylos alone. Respect to the man with the 3 Roma bands, and still the man's not nerfed. The man is still styling, man, even having more kills than anyone in the opponent team. How crazy is that?
He has more kills than anyone on his team, Black. He has more kills than anyone in this game.
Yeah, it's nice comment, really. What a Roma. Still, Abdul Wahab now trying to contest there. Sanguine Claws doesn't get caught in it. Rattle Drag committed. Abdul Wahab is up HP. But Super Ninja seems to have other plans towards that orange buff, because the man goes head straight into it. Now the Glorious Pathway committed, but BA Frank seems to be the one they're interested in. And the boys of Fluffy, the tier 2, doesn't seem like a safe spot even for Frank.
Yeah, I mean, Fluffy, they're just taking advantage of the draft here. We know Mhpl and Cooper is a marksman, and marksman, they don't do that well in the early game. Mhpl and Cooper is kind of like an exception though, but he's still a jungler and he's still a marksman. So he's going to wait for that mid to late game before he starts popping off rather. So they're taking advantage of the fact that they have a fighter / assassin in the jungle, and they're just pressuring him right now. With the way things are, I don't think they're going to get to the late game where Summers is going to pop off here. But if they happen to push it, yeah, I think we are in for a long game maybe.
Maybe. I love that last word you used there, because a big maybe is a 6k goal difference now, and the boys of Fluffy are trying to reel in that advantage even more. Look at Ragnar cutting the lanes and taunted by the ancient seed from Abdul Wahab, but still Super Saiyan, that doesn't mean a lot in the long run if you think about it. Super Ninja meanwhile interested in the purple buff, and there's no contest whatsoever. Abdul Wahab and Mhpl was caught. The drag committed. Primal Rat comes down to Divine Retribution, but the ground grab on him, and Abdul Wahab, whoa, slain just before Marvelous could do any decent damage. The Glorious Pathway used to charge over to the bot lane. Super Ninja, the Flame Surge, the Mortar Form, but Summers takes down the tier 1 and retreats back to the base immediately before they catch him there.
Yeah, and they're on the red buff again. Is there no cop in this match to kind of like arrest Super Ninja? He's just committing Grand Theft Purple and Grand Theft Red.
Yeah. At this point, I think it's just going to be consistent invade. I mean, look at the scoreboard though, 11-1, and the 8k goal difference, and they keep taking all the objectives. I don't think there's any buyback whatsoever that's going to be coming anytime soon. They're going to have to make sure they get those macros correctly and perhaps farm, because any engagement at this point is just going to result in Fluffy's victory unless there's a play of greed or an over enthusiasm on their end that makes them make a single mistake and potentially cause a wipe up on Abdul Wahab. It's still a bad spot to run the drive 4-star, and that's a move. Now Marvelous there and shut up, but then it stays in the tier 2, but that is not safe even for him. A Super Ninja is unstoppable. It's a good draw coming out, but Super Ninja dives in and front falls. That's a double for the man in Summers in the top lane jungle, committing granted Mhpl. Not the best thing to do right now when your team is getting pummeled.
Yeah, I mean, it needs that farm actually. It needs that farm. But yeah, I feel like one of the things that they are doing wrong here is not playing with the Zuxin. You don't like have enough. You have enough CC actually, but to get through this much sustain coming from the side. Okay, he got Super Hitra got caught. Yeah, but thank God he used the BMI in the opposite direction earlier. If not, I mean, that would have been disastrous. And that could probably be the opportunity that they were waiting for. But yeah, that missed. Bay Frank got caught. Okay, Flicker out. The lantern flare. Okay. Yeah, nothing much going on. Just Summers. Look at Summers. Look at Summers' position in black.
I want to believe that this might be a potential split push attempt, but still, if you want to split push, I don't know if the Mhpl Akuba is a very great option for that. But they demand a pause, and honestly, that is one of the things they need right now to take a break off this intense game, because Fluffy is really bringing in the heat, and there's no response whatsoever from the side of RGV. It's almost overwhelming on their side. This pause, I hope they take advantage of it to really think their strategies through and maybe do something about Sommer's overextension there.
Yeah, I mean, this is what differentiates the pro teams here from, the regular teams. They have taken they have taken control rather of the game from early, and doesn't look like you said earlier, doesn't look like they're letting go of the control anytime soon. I mean, just one kill on the side of RGV. This was not the game we were expecting, but yeah, it was the game we got 14-1. And yeah, this is looking like an 11k gold league already. 11,000.
Well, to be honest with you, if it widens even more, I'm not surprised, because this is just RGV crumbling under Fluffy's dominance, and 14-1, only one kill. And that one kill was taken by Toxic. So far, 1-0-0, no response yet since that single kill. It's been difficult. And, if you think about it, some might attribute the performance to the level of uncommon picks here. You have an edit Inspire, not an edit Vengeance, not an edit Flicker, an edit Inspire. And if you think about it, engagement-wise, there's some level of disadvantage that comes with that, right? The only blink skills that the edit has is the Onward and the Primal Wrath. But when you look at it in an analytical format, Marvelous could do better with Vengeance.
Yeah, I agree with you as well. He could do well with the Vengeance. I mean, the Edith is one hero that whenever she uses the Primal Wrath, okay, we are going in already. Yeah, and we are back. Let's hope this has cooled that's cooled the flame a bit.
I do hope so, man. They're gonna need that chill. But look at Ragnar getting poked by the quick draw, and B Frank so far hasn't been lucky. Man, 0-2-0. The KDA is not looking really nice right now. Actually, I can speak for that of Abdul Wahab and Marvelous as well. Basically, the whole team, Toxic being the exception in this case, but the man is just keeping his distance. And 12 seconds until that Lord, they are staying within their base, and I think this is a free neutral objective for the side of Fluffy.
Yeah, definitely. And Summers just checking the bush, hoping he might be able to split push again. But of course, the glue is not there. I don't think they need all of their team. Yeah, of course. The glue will be here just trying to distract and giving them vision. Probably maybe take out, and yeah, the Lord is gone already. Glorious pathway. They're trying to chase down Summers. Yeah, well, of course it will take. Yeah. I mean, he's on top of the wanted list right now.
Yeah, I think basically him, Abdul Wahab, and Marvelous. Maybe reduce the heat of Marvelous a little bit though, since the man actually has been staying backward and playing a pass by this point. But Super Ninja comes into their inhibitors area. Ibukwela gets away, and this is super recall consistently from the side of Fluffy. You can see the taunts and the free hitting from Super Hatred, but there's HP. Oh, Abdul Wahab busted down, and now the place is where they go with. They shout out to catch the place to west, and now they go for the base. But no, the minions are still out there in the inhibitor. Meanwhile, they go in Super Ninja, Enthusiasm, all Creed. The man nearly falls to the turret's damage. and they've got to be careful. This is one of the things we talk about interspace defenses. They got to be careful how they push this head. But it looks like a free hit from Super Hatred might get them to wait for Fluffy. The minions are there, and the minions are melted by Frank, and they go for the kill. Super Hatred move forward, and Fluffy, that might signal the retreat, but the base is almost done, and the minions come through. Now Raptor is a biting Cooper with the storm. The comes in and control back with Fluffy. The diving as well. The base is wide open for the taking.
Yeah, I mean, for a minute there, I thought they might actually be able to defend. Defend. They've taken out like 2 people on the side of Fluffy towards the end there. So, yeah. Well, anyways, it was not what we expected. I won't say it was exactly a disappointing match, but it was not what we expected. A very dominating match, gameplay from Fluffy here. So kudos to them. Super Ninja as well, getting the MVP there. 10-0-6 Black. 10-0-6.
To be honest, it was a performance from Super Ninja. A lot of people might have some things against or reservations against him consistently picking the Soyo. But like you correctly said, Fisayo, if it's not broken, don't fix it. If it works, it works, right? Even if you pick the Soyo 70 times, as long as you keep getting consistent performances with him, positive performance, obviously, and impressive performance, then personally, I don't mind. If it gets you the win, no problem. But then I really want to wonder what happens when the Soyo is banned.
Yeah, that might be when you said, someone said it in the comment section that they are tired of his one pick. The first thing that came to my mind was, what if he performs well in this match and in the next match they ban the Soyo? Maybe we'll see something else. Hopefully something good, not some pocket picks. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I get you completely. Of course, I do hope though that Summers goes for something else. A Popular Cooper is great, but the thing about the Popular Cooper is it's not exactly suited to really contest against that draft that Fluffy had. Fluffy had the superior draft, and you've got a Sicilian. You've also got a Soyo. You know how mobile that character is. You know how much damage that character has, and the Popular Cooper just didn't have enough farm. Plus the invades were consistent. Fluffy knew their advantage, and they knew how to press it.
They knew how to press it. In fact, I mean, some of the glorious pathways that we saw Ragnar use were not even for engagement. They were just for moving around, rotating around the map like very fast. You get? I mean, we saw him use it like 2 times just to get to the other side of the lane and things like that. It's like they don't need it.
Yeah. That's the thing. The glorious pathway was more of how do I put it? Maybe it's slow. I don't know put it slow than an engagement thing, because you've got a lot of mobility on the heroes you already have, right?
Yeah.
The Soyo has a lot of mobility almost on all his skills, and then you also have the Claude. I don't even need to talk about the Claude mobility. You also have the Glue that also has is also an anti-mobility hero, basically with the stick passive. And when you think about all these put together, Ragnar was basically just a punching bag that Fluffy just needed to complete their lineup. But I do hope, the important thing is, I do hope that RGV learns from this, because that game 1 was not the Mhpl Summer Invitationals I came to see, especially on the side of RGV. I want to see something better. I want to see them actually put on their best and give Fluffy a run for their money.
Yeah, I mean, I remember what someone said in one of the matches that we've had here before, that a particular team lost the first match because they were trying to nerf themselves. You get? So to push themselves. Yeah. So let's hope RGV is just trying to nerf themselves here. I mean, we saw some out of the pocket picks, the Edith, the Mhpl and Cooper as well, and they didn't work. It didn't work. I mean, in that composition, the only person that can engage safely, it was not even safe, in fact, because whenever a Beleric is coming up to you, you can already see him coming. He's not like a Tigre or a Kufra that can use a flicker to engage, something like that. So you usually play the Beleric with a vengeance so that you can tank more damage, and of course the Thorns can also deal more damage in turn as well. So whenever the Beleric is coming, you can see him. The onward from Edith is very short distance and very easy to miss. So the only engage that they kind of had, like I said, was the Belleric, and you can see him coming. So the engage was not there, basically. Let's just put it like that. The engage was not there. Everything was in the hands of Fluffy. It was in the hands of Fluffy.
Yeah, everything was in their hands, and they played it well. They really made sure that they did not make any mistakes. I mean, towards the end of the game, that first and only siege, we saw Super Ninja get a little bit too excited, or let me rephrase that, a bit over enthusiastic, and almost got killed, or should I say, shot down by the turret. To be honest, in times like that, it gets really tempting to get greedy, especially when you've been dominating, taking kills consistently. And at some point, I'm pretty sure there were some viewers there that might have said something, but it's a good thing we didn't see that happen. And now we move on for game 2, and I do hope that doesn't proceed any further from there.
Yeah, and okay, the ban phase now, and we have 3 substitutions, 1 from Fluffy and 2 from RGV. Phantom King is in. Mickey, let's just say Mickey is in as well for RGV. But for Fluffy, they have Mhpl now. Mhpl.
Oh, that's a really good substitution now, isn't that? And of course, I do hope that these substitutions, create a different outcome for them, honestly, because it's one thing to sub in a player, it's another thing to for the player to make a difference, especially where it's you already have a game 1 that already has a history and already has something that we've done before. So let's hope these substitutions will do something differently. And let's hope that it will change things.
They are already doing something differently. The Hylos taking out. You can't ban all Ragnar's hero, right? If you ban the Hylos, I won't be surprised if he picks. Which 2 heroes did they ban the last time? 3 rather. They banned Hilda, they banned Grok and Camilla. So yeah, those ones are still on the table as well. But RGV decided that they don't want to deal with the Hylos instead, so they banned it out. The Grok taken out as well. Yeah, I was hoping to see that. Like I said, I was hoping to see that. But we have a Johnson ban. Very interesting, Black. Johnson. What good?
Now that is really an interesting ban, honestly. And I don't know if that's still Ragnar targeted or that's still Ragnar himself suggested that, because technically, okay.
Oh my God!
This is the thing about counter banning. This is, go on, Fisayo.
Yeah, he got banned. He got banned in the last match. So oh my God, they were expecting it. RGV, they were expecting it. And Ragnar, first pick, Marcel.
We'll find a way.
This is getting already.
Now that's a good pick. Super Ninja here looks like the man in my competition with that Hayabusa, but no, they don't pick it just yet. Phantom King, RGV does go for the Claude, stealing away that pick from Fluffy, and now the Obsidia for the response for that steal. And I gotta understand where this is coming from, because the problem with counter banning is that you kind of let some of the other heroes out of your foresight, because you ban the Hylos, you ban the Grub, you left the Marcel open as a consequence, right? So now Ragnar took advantage of that and locked in the Marcel as the first pick. And when you are dealing with heroes like Claude, that their skills can easily be interrupted, or should I say, in this case, immobilized. But to be honest, Mhpl going for the God is a pretty solid pick against the Vexana. Long range, I like that.
Yeah, and true damage to boot as well. And Marvelous going for the Hilda. Marvelous, unless it's transitioning to Rome, Marvelous is their EXP laner. So this Hilda is probably going to the EXP Black. What do you think?
Most likely. It was their EX player on the Edith last time, and I like the fact that they are not going for any uncommon picks. I mean, uncommon picks are great if you can pull them off, right? Oh, the Suyo is finally banned, and I want to see what Ninja will play this time. He has consistently locked in that hero for a consecutive number of times. I do hope he can still cook, though, without that pick available now.
Well, I'll be surprised if we see, what's his name? Hanzo. Not that I know whatever Super Ninja picks, though, just that, Hanzo is a ninja.
I mean, look at that solid draft play now. You've got a Marcel and you've got a Beatrix for the follow-up. You do know how the golden hour works now, of course, with the Bennett Rage. You can tell that this guy's wants to combine that probably with the Nibiru's Passion as well. Super Ninja now the ban, final ban for Fluffy. And Yu Zhong is down.
I will be the truth this world desperately needs.
Oh well.
Let's look at the Mystic Gush combination with the Golden Hour as well. That's like a lot of damage.
Well, that definitely would look like an Iron Man beam stopped in time, because I'm trying to picture the interaction between both those skills. Was still Mjolnir going for the Kufra. I don't know how to feel about this Kufra pick. But it is, the Kufra is an anti-mobility tank. That's a good thing, right? If you want to stop the Marcel and try to restrict how he moves around the map, the Kufra is okay. Effective, it's kind of a maybe, but execution is what's going to convince me with Mjolnir's pick here. And you see Super Ninja going for a Guinevere, Super Saiyan going for an Alice, and that completes Fluffy's draft. And Toxic, we saw him go with the Jusei, but it looks like Toxic is the jungler this time around. And I honestly don't know how to feel about Roger in this comp, man.
Yeah, I mean, let me be blunt here. Roger,
okay.
Marcel Black. You don't pick a fighter that's getting your face into a Marcel. You know what his passive does. We know what his passive does.
Yeah.
So it's like going to get taken out very, very quickly, in my opinion. But it's not how the
Yeah, I can hear that too, production. Also, yeah, I do agree with you that, to be honest, he is, man, the Roger pick is a bit shaky in this draft here. I want to see the execution first, because first of all, there is a lot of CC on the side of Fluffy. You have the Mystic Projectile, you have there's a lot of anti-engagement CC here. So I think the Roger can only comfortably go for the Beatrix, and that's also dependent on how Super Hatred plays that as well. Alice, the Super Saiyan going for the Alice. Wow, I love that collector scheme, by the way. But over to you guys now in the comment section. What do you think? Whose drafts are you inclining towards? Are you inclining towards the draft of Fluffy, or are you inclining towards the draft of RGB? As we get straight into game 2 of the Mhpl Summer Invitational, day 1. And what might be the final game, because Fluffy is already taking one game home already. Okay, Fisayo, I'll just wait for you to come back, and I'll just proceed on. And I can see Isaac is saying it is over, and I am Sky saying it is over as well. Wow, you guys really concluded already on this one here. Someone even saying Fluffy 2-0. Wow, that is a vote of confidence for you guys to decide for RGB. But still, look at the EX play. We see Marvelous really taking advantage of the early game advantage he does have. The House of Wanting poking out Super Saiyan on the EXP, but still nothing major. Super Saiyan is able to just heal through that damage taken. And out the mid lane here, DA Frank is there sticking in the turret and just playing it safe, because that's what they made should. You don't want to overextend, especially in the early game when you're very vulnerable and Toxic is farming. And now look at that good lane though. The top lane, that seems to be the area of interest. Marvelous seems to be visited by 4 players, but they do go back, and Marvelous knows how to play really safe. That's why the Hilda is quite mobile, especially in the early game. Actually, in the game itself, the Hilda can be mobile, and this is a revitalized Hilda itself. And okay, both Link, Toxic, and Mjolnir, they seem to have an interest in Super Hatred here, but Ragnar is already there, and of course running through them now, the tracking shots and the framed moment, immobilizing them in their spot. And they're going to have to deal with that soon, Fisaya, because the Marcel is going to be a nuisance.
And see
all right, so
to out now, and yeah, reinforcements are coming for
I can see Carl in the comments here saying, not just do mistake, make allow me cast. Yo, don't finish. Carl. Anyways, back to the game now. Game 2 and Fluffy. They seem to be playing this one slow because Toxic is it's not interested in contesting, and Fluffy are just thinking, okay, they go in there with the Tyrant's Revenge and the bouncing ball as well. The Venice Race comes out there. They take a lot of damage, and Mhpl almost the first blood. Ninja takes the turtle, and now Mhpl, they don't want to let him Super Saiyan. This is insistent, and they draw the first blood. And 1-0, we start out what might be the beginning of the end. Sorry. Okay, Fluffy. Yeah, Fluffy, same here as well, production. Fluffy is just so far dealing a lot of damage to RGV's egos, and the Tyrant's Revenge just connect though. That's a great one. That's the bouncing ball and the damage from the Mystic projectile Mhpl. That's the anti-engagement CC there. That's the thing about the god. You cannot just jump on the god whenever you like or however you feel like it. And I want to see how Toxic is gonna play this really. Because the thing about the Roger is pretty vulnerable to CC, and he might just walk into this one because Ragnar now he goes with the tracking shot and the frame moment, not able to connect though. But then Ragnar is gonna be careful on his own there because the universe is getting ready for it with the Tyrant's Revenge. They catches him there, and now the bloodthirsty half from Toxic. But they disengage. They don't want to engage just yet. Ragnar moving through the flanks, giving vision, and now the Cost Blast comes out there. VA Frank. RGV seems to be playing this one very, very collected and making sure they don't make unnecessary moves that will give Fluffy way too much advantage. But look at Ragnar up top. The man is already at the enemy's jungle, and Toxic is just trying to take down his orange buff. But I don't think they're going to let his Super Saiyan, and Ragnar seems to have other intentions here for this buff. And now they go for it. The Tyrant's Rage comes out as well, stuns one onto the wall, but then they want to do some damage. Goes in out for connected now. Magion there trying to get away from Will. They let him. Super Ninja loses that orange buff he came for to Frank, and now damage dealt and Marvelous who fought Super Hatred, and now Mhpl might be next to the chopping block for the bouncing ball defensively, and the Fluffy don't have any limits on where they go. They head over to the next turtle for an uncontested neutral objective. And man, I don't know what RGV's plan is, but whatever it is, it has got to start execution now. Because Mhpl dives in for the special migration, and the final Requiem Mhpl for the finish with the Mystic Gods, and Super Ninja takes the total Fluffy 3-0 and a 2K gold lead in barely 5 minutes of the game. Game 2 started to look bleak for the boys of RGV, and what is the plan? Because this is not what I came to see personally. Despite the record, Super Ninja taunting them with the great defense, saying if you ban my soil, I can still cook, especially my aggression defensively. And the Super Ninja is gonna have to be very patient here, because sometimes the taunts can lead to baits, and that might be him probably, hopefully not getting complacent in this situation here. But then Mhpl is gonna get away there. They go in for the open fire, but Toxic is not able to find any opening whatsoever. Meanwhile, Phantom King caught in a bad spot. Ragnar as well, but the blessing to wet. Phantom King gets away, dodges the special migration, the wise move. You don't want to chase too far, and the mid lane is still there. But then Fisayo, what a game! Fluffy is still dominating. All right, Neon there. They're just trying their best to make sure they try to at least provide the center. Oh my goodness, the Tyrant's Revenge with the flicker. That was a good one. And a knockup as well. BA Frank forced the flicker away and commit all the CC. Meanwhile, Super Saiyan and Marvelous in a bad spot. The man is able to survive, but will he? Super Ninja, should he go for the kill or should he not? Toxic is there, but the engagement, Marvelous is able to recall back to base. And Mjolnir, that was a good Tyrant's Revenge, but Super Ninja might be the next one being targeted here. And Toxic, he wants to engage, but he does not know how. That is the thing, he does not know. How does he engage in a situation like this? With all the CC, all the anti-engagement CC. Mjolnir, the man is stuck there. He can't get vision at least. If he can't get any kill or get any engagement, he can't get vision. And there's the damage and the CC busted down. Doesn't even matter the role you are. Fluffy will find a way to take you out. And geez, these guys. Look at the gold lane now, losing the gamble there. Phantom King forced to BMI defensively away from there, and now a free tier 2 on the gold lane over for Phantom King. Comes back at golden hour, catches him in between, and that Phantom King slain by Super Hatred. And Fluffy don't even care at this point what or who is behind this. They will take you out. They will go for what they can with their numbers here. They go for another special migration before the record again. Mione busted again. That is Fluffy just ensuring that RGV are scarred by their performance tonight. And geez, at some point you gotta consider, what is RGV's plan? Is there any sense of a comeback that we will get here? Any play whatsoever that can give us a confidence that RGV maybe still got this in check, but then they go for it. Releasing the way from Phantom King is trying to chase down Ragnar, but Ragnar is able to escape, get away. That's the mobility of the Guinevere, the special migration offensively, but the storm there for the basic projectile. Marvelous is able to go back to that tier 1, but tier 1 has already been taken down by Super Hatred, and now we chase it down. Marvelous, that's not a wise course of action. Marvelous, power wildness wins it out, and Super Hatred, the balance range is not enough to take down Marvelous, but that's just one kill out of how many that's to come for Fluffy. And now the other side is an engagement. Toxic in the back line, block tested how already committed on a 3-man mystic projectile, started to prevent defensively into the tier 2. RGB play cool, play calm, but Ragnar is already there for the vision. He might go for a golden hour soon. That's a brave moment. Committed on the other side with tracking shot, just immobilized. And Marvelous combat ritual gets snapped by Dexter. Okay, Mione, that's a tyrant rage as well to commit there with a positive for reactive mobility, and Metro is able to survive. Golden hour snaps 3, and now the penetrate comes up with a mistake goes, and Toxic is slain. So is Marvelous, and the third one might be Mione, but the positive for that mobility is making it difficult, but they don't care. Fluffy, they have to pull back. Phantom King is there, and what is this? Harry TV, are they fighting back? 5k goal difference between both these teams. The Lord is there for the taking, and Super Ninja is already started out this long with Super Hatred. Fluffy, they gotta be careful. RGB might not just be free for the taking like they were. They might actually put up a fight here, especially against the school, especially how this Kufra might be starting to come online at this point. So, yeah, so far that is not looking really solid. They are just doing what they can, but at this point, this is not what you would see if you're an RGB fan. This is not what you came to see. But Super Saiyan is gonna be careful, because Mione might be cooking something and expecting something for him in this case. Yeah, bouncy ball comes out in tier 2, and Toxic on the back line there. Mione taking a lot of damage. Golden hour comes up, but only snaps 1. Frank continuing there. The penetrate front, the Beerus person catches him even at the back line. And so far, Super Ninja didn't even engage in that one, but Marvelous comes in a special migration, retribution committed as well. Marvelous, and now maximum stacks of wow super magic now with the Violet Red and raises him up, and a special migration. Marvelous cover ritual offensively, and Super Saiyan doesn't let it. Meanwhile, in the top lane is Phantom King, who forced the Metro and a defensive tyrant revenge, and Fluffy they take that inhibitor on the top lane. The minions are there for the ending, and they might go for another because Ragnar is insistent on them ending. They're front lining their invasion, their siege. Penetrate comes down, golden hour still on that cooldown, and the tyrant revenge used up and gets snapped there, stunned. With a mystic projectile, the minion waves are trying to crash this Super Hatred Bennett onto the tower, the inhibitor. Come on, you can't make it work. You can't make it work. The mystic gosh onto BA Frank with the tier on the mid lane. The inhibitor is down. Mione very low. They up on him, and Mione will fall. Super Hatred, golden hour comes out, and that's damage being dealt there. Not testing how, and Toxic will fall, giving Super Hatred a double. The minions are there, crashing into us. Losing the gap, but RGB is gonna have to find a way back into this one if they possibly can, because the minions are already crashing into the top and the mid lane, the bot lane as well. Recall back to base Metro. Maybe not. The man stays in the fight much longer. Fluffy exerting dominance spams from Super Ninja and RGB. They take down the inhibitor on the bot lane, and now no more turrets for RGB. They may not be in this game anymore. In the penetration, and that Super Hatred being unstoppable. Marvelous Caught by super agent of Flicker, Nibiru to the rescue, and that is the million ways of a free hit in there. Toxic makes it move, this is the bottom kick as well, but both of them are done and dusted as Fluffy takes game 2 in the Mhpl Summer Invitationals match 1. Yeah, so that is actually a pretty solid game from Fluffy. RGV, I don't know what happened. I feel like things might have gone differently, but it didn't, and yeah, it is well. That's what I'll say. It is well. Well, guys, that is it for game 1. Of course, we're gonna go on a short break, and when we come back, it will be game 2. But don't go anywhere. We'll be right back, guys.
Mhpl, forever here. MJ don't like the place, so black matter on the mic. Share you the feel hey. Every night we day online, squad full active, steady, good vibes. From tournament days to late night too. Mhpl love no feel low. Sanchena Baba for the movement. CEO with the right management. Like the guide like Nepa Miracle. Cypher to sharpen, tactical. Black Manta, they cast the gameplay. It's down what they play. Everybody scream for the headset. Caster to code, no race. If you enter once, you know fit me. Good energy, now waiting, we believe. From lobby chats to custom room. Mhpl up, they shake the whole zone. Mhpl all over. A family where they give us love. From the admins to the teams we trust. Nobody better than us. Mhpl all over. We dey vibe till the sun comes up. MJ like Cypher too tough. Black Matter shelling leave non-stop. Shout out all the teams them. Every player where they rep them. Sweaty matches, clutch moments. Victory dance with enjoyment. If them ask to run this scene, the Mhpl will be the king. From Niger straight to worldwide. Everybody hands it right. MJ say ready. Everybody say steady. Black Matter on commentary. Whole chat going crazy. Mhpl over. Community stronger than love. Admins working non-stop for us. That's why we rise above. Mhpl over. I'm a piano vibe in the club. From the games to the late night fun. Mhpl up number one. Mhpl, forever here. MJ don't like the place, so Black Matter on the mic. Share you the feel hey. Every night we day online, squad full active, steady, good vibes. From tournament days to late night too. Mhpl love no feel low. Sanchena Baba for the movement. CEO with the right management. Like the guide like Nepa Miracle. Cypher to sharpen, tactical. Black Manta, they cast the gameplay. It's down what they play. Everybody scream for the headset. Caster to code, no race. If you enter once, you know fit me. Good energy, now waiting, we believe. From lobby chats to custom room. Mhpl up, they shake the whole zone. Mhpl all over. A family where they give us love. From the admins to the teams we trust. Nobody better than us. Mhpl all over. We dey vibe till the sun comes up. MJ like Cypher too tough. Black Matter shelling leave non-stop. Shout out all the teams them. Every player where they rep them. Sweaty matches, clutch moments. Victory dance with enjoyment. If them ask to run this scene, the Mhpl will be the king. From Niger straight to worldwide. Everybody hands it right. MJ say ready. Everybody say steady. Black matter on comedy, whole chat going crazy. Mhpl, community stronger than love. Admins working non-stop for us. That's why we rise above. Mhpl, I'm a piano vibe in the club. From the games to the late night fun. Mhpl number rank up. Mhpl, forever area. MJ don't like the place, so black matter on the mic. Share you the feel hey. Every night we day online, squad full active, steady, good vibes. From tournament days to late night too. Mhpl love, no feel low. Sanjena Baba for the movement. CEO with the right management. Like the guide, like Nepa Miracle. Cypher too sharp, tactical. Black matter, they cast the gameplay. It's down what they play. Everybody scream for the headset. Caster too cold, no race. If you enter once, you know fit leave. To the night, you now waiting, we believe. From lobby chats to custom room. Mhpl up, they shake the whole zone. Mhpl, a family where they give us love. From the admins to the teams we trust. Nobody better than us. Mhpl, we the vibe till the sun comes up. MJ like Cypher too tough. Black matter shelling leave non-stop. Shout out all the teams them. Every player where they rep them. Sweaty matches, clutch moments. Victory dance with enjoyment. If them apps will run this scene, now Mhpl will be the king. From Niger straight to worldwide. Everybody hands it right. MJ say ready. Everybody say steady. Black matter on comedy, whole chat going crazy. Mhpl, community stronger than love. Admins working non-stop for us. That's why we rise above. Mhpl, I'm a piano vibe in the club. From the games to the late night fun. Mhpl number rank up. Mhpl, forever area. MJ don't like the place, so black matter on the mic. Share you the feel hey. Every night we day online, squad full active, steady, good vibes. From tournament days to late night too. Mhpl love, no feel low. Sanjena Baba for the movement. CEO with the right management. Like the guide, like Nepa Miracle. Cypher too sharp, tactical. Black matter, they cast the gameplay. It's down what they play. Everybody scream for the headset. Caster too cold, no race. If you enter once, you know fit leave. To the night, you now waiting, we believe. From lobby chats to custom room. Mhpl up, they shake the whole zone. Mhpl, a family where they give us love. From the admins to the teams we trust. Nobody better than us. Mhpl, we the vibe till the sun comes up. MJ like Cypher too tough. Black matter shelling leave non-stop. Shout out all the teams them. Every player where they rep them. Sweaty matches, clutch moments. Victory dance with enjoyment. If them apps will run this scene, now Mhpl will be the king. From Niger straight to worldwide. Everybody hands it right. MJ say ready. Everybody say steady. Black Black matter uncommon, whole chat going crazy. Mhpl, community stronger than love. Admins working non-stop for us. That's why we rise above. Mhpl, I'm a piano vibe in the club. From the games to the late night fun. Mhpl number rank up. Mhpl, forever area. MJ don't like the place, so black matter on the mic. Share you the feel hey. Every night we day online, squad full active, steady, good vibes. From tournament days to late night too. Mhpl no feel low. Sanjena Baba for the movement. CEO with the right management. Like the guide like Nepa Miracle. Cypher too sharp, tactical. Black matter, they cast the gameplay. It's down what they play. Everybody scream for the headset. Caster too cold, no race. If you enter once, you know fit leave. To the night, you know waiting, we believe. From lobby chats to custom room. Mhpl, they shake the whole zone. Mhpl, a family where they give us love. From the admins to the teams we trust. Nobody better than us. Mhpl, we dey vibe till the sun comes up. MJ lights Cypher too tough. Black matter shelling leave non-stop. Shout out all the teams them. Every player where they rep them. Sweaty matches, clutch moments. Victory dance with enjoyment. If them ask who run this scene, now Mhpl who be the king. From Niger straight to worldwide. Everybody hands it right. MJ say ready. Everybody say steady. Black matter uncommon, whole chat going crazy. Mhpl, community stronger than love. Admins working non-stop for us. That's why we rise above. Mhpl, I'm a piano vibe in the club. From the games to the late night fun. Mhpl number rank up. Mhpl, forever area. MJ don't like the place, so black matter on the mic. Share you the feel hey. Every night we day online, squad full active, steady, good vibes. From tournament days to late night too. Mhpl no feel low. Sanjena Baba for the movement. CEO with the right management. Like the guide like Nepa Miracle. Cypher too sharp, tactical. Black matter, they cast the gameplay. It's down what they play. Everybody scream for the headset. Caster too cold, no race. If you enter once, you know fit leave. To the night, you know waiting, we believe. From lobby chats to custom room. Mhpl, they shake the whole zone. Mhpl, a family where they give us love. From the admins to the teams we trust. Nobody better than us. Mhpl, we dey vibe till the sun comes up. MJ lights Cypher too tough. Black matter shelling leave non-stop. Shout out all the teams them. Every player where they rep them. Sweaty matches, clutch moments. Victory dance with enjoyment. If them ask who run this scene, now Mhpl who be the king. From Niger straight to worldwide. Everybody hands it right. MJ say ready. Everybody say steady. Black matter uncommon, whole chat going crazy. Mhpl, Community stronger than love. Admins working non-stop for us. That's why we rise above. ML, I'm a piano vibe in the club. From the games to the late night fun. ML up number one. ML, forever area. MJ don't like the place, so black matter on the mic. Share you the feel hey. Every night we day online, squad full active, steady, good vibes. From tournament days to late night too. ML love, no feel low. Sanjena Baba for the movement. CEO with the right management. Like the guide, like Nepa Miracle. Cypher too sharp, tactical. Black Manta, they cast the gameplay. It's down what they play. Everybody scream for the headset. Caster too cold, no race. If you enter once, you know fit leave. Good energy, now waiting we believe. From lobby chats to custom room. ML up, they shake the whole zone. ML up, a family where they give us love. From the admins to the teams we trust. Nobody better than us. ML up, we the vibe till the sun comes up. MJ lights Cypher too tough. Black Manta shelling leave non-stop. Shout out all the teams them. Every player where they rep them. Sweaty matches, clutch moments. Victory dance with enjoyment. If them ask to run this scene, the ML will be the king. From Niger straight to worldwide. Everybody hands it right. MJ say ready. Everybody say steady. Black Manta on comedy. Whole chat going crazy. ML, community stronger than love. Admins working non-stop for us. That's why we rise above. ML, I'm a piano vibe in the club. From the games to the late night fun. ML up number one. ML, forever area. MJ don't like the place, so Black Manta on the mic. Share you the feel hey. Every night we day online, squad full active, steady, good vibes. From tournament days to late night too. ML love, no feel low. Sanjena Baba for the movement. CEO with the right management. Like the guide, like Nepa Miracle. Cypher too sharp, tactical. Black Manta, they cast the gameplay. It's down what they play. Everybody scream for the headset. Caster too cold, no race. If you enter once, you know fit leave. Good energy, now waiting we believe. From lobby chats to custom room. ML up, they shake the whole zone. ML up, a family where they give us love. From the admins to the teams we trust. Nobody better than us. ML up, we the vibe till the sun comes up. MJ lights Cypher too tough. Black Manta shelling leave non-stop. Shout out all the teams them. Every player where they rep them. Sweaty matches, clutch moments. Victory dance with enjoyment. If them ask to run this scene, the ML will be the king. From Niger straight to worldwide. Everybody hands it right. MJ say ready. Everybody say steady. Black Manta on comedy. Whole chat going crazy. ML, community stronger than love. Admins working non-stop for us. That's why we rise above. ML, I'm a piano vibe in the club. From the games to the late night fun. ML number one.
Hope will find a way, even when all is forlorn.
Different perspectives expose the same truth.
3, 2, 1.
My tail's been itching for a real fight.
Butterflies born by thy wish, guided by lantern's light.
I am not the only one bound by these chains.
I've been waiting for too long. Among the planes exists the equilibrium.
All right, guys, it's match 2, and honestly, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that first game. It was a game that I definitely did not expect it to go that way. It did, definitely, but it happened. So that's GG's, okay? And now we are in match 2, where we have two different set of teams. R1 going against RNK. If you know RNK, you will know that they have quite the reputation. Their reputation precedes them. And if you don't know RNK, then I will start by introducing them to you and saying RNK is a short form for Reap and Kill. The draft is currently ongoing, and I just had to do a brief intro of the teams. And I can see all the bans here. There's a Vexana ban, Fovius ban, Kalia ban on the side of R1, and on the other side, wow, they've got a carry ban. That's actually very solid if you ask me. The carry can be a very intelligent and also true damage hero that is annoying when it's played by somebody that knows how to play her. And of course, Justin ban, Marcel ban as well. That's very valid too. Also, I want to mention something, right? I want to mention that the Kaja is an uncommon pick. We have seen uncommon picks. We saw the Popular Papa being picked up, but it looks like Nero wants to go for something else here entirely. And on the other side, Agoruxi might want to go for the Leomord. Tega, maybe Claude. They are still kind of indecisive on this end. So, yeah, let's just wait for them and see what they go for. And
My kiss.
I can already see somebody saying Nero the GOAT. That's Rex Tube. Wow. I don't know whether he's the GOAT, but I don't know whether he's the GOAT, but still, I want to see what they go for, really. I want to see what they go for. Their picks are gonna matter. The hero picks. Also execution too will matter. And in the long run, if you think about really well, in the long run, you also you have a Zetian ban. And on the other side, okay, waiting for the next ban. Someone said clean sweep. That's it's Afipo or it says clean sweep. I don't know about clean sweep too. I don't know about that, but because these are not cheap teams. These are not teams that don't know what they are doing. R1 is a pretty solid
Only
team,
love
and
and
also
night
RNK is also a very
everlasting.
solid team as well. So I don't think we're going to be seeing what we saw in game one. I don't think we're going to see that. We might even go for a game three potentially for this second game. And Hylos on the other end, Kessie. Hmm. Hylos is a solid pick. We saw Ragnar Cook with that pick. And yeah, he locks it down. And on the other side, Shiro and Bushman. We might get to see them go for those maybe their signature picks here. R1. They've got a chance to lock down the Soyo, the Super Ninja signature pick, but it looks like it looks like Terizla will do for them for now, at least. Terizla, Igato, two solid frontliners, and then just like Valer. Valer is a very annoying hero to go up against, man. I don't even personally want to go up against that guy. I feel like the Valet will be more efficient than the Louis, but the Louis is also good too for crowd control and the damage. And the Aurora, that's also good. The crowd control of the Aurora is also very solid. The Odette is also a very good pick. But Valer, yeah, I would personally go for the Valer. Valentina, now that is a good one as well. Because Valentina has got some potentials here. She could potentially use the Risla's ult, also the Eve ult, the reward manipulation, the penalty zone, and even potentially she could even use the Gato for just the engagement purposes. But yeah, that's it for the draft in its completion. What do you guys think? Whose draft are you inclining towards? Are you inclining towards the draft of R1 or are you inclining towards the draft of Rip and Kill? And with that being said, let me know what you think. I'll be engaging you guys in the comments while game one loads. One sec. Okay, so we are straight into the game, and wow, there's nobody actually saying anything about a solid. Oh, Isaac says solid draft for both teams. All right, okay, that's a valid reply because both of them actually have very good drafts. I'll tell you that. And on the other side, too, I am seeing Bushman. I am seeing him come through on the other side. Bushman, come on, man. Wait for it. Wait for it. Don't be too hasty for vision giving because you end up getting peeled in that situation there. And up top, though, you do see Nero go up against Shiro. Okay, I don't know about the O's on both their names, but oh well. Don't touch it too much, Black. Just let it be. And Bushman still rotating like a Roma should in the early games, just giving vision. And stunned by Kessie, but nothing too major. The Void Blast and the Void Crystal straight up from Agoruxi. He's got that Eve, or Aizen's got that Valentina, so he can technically just kill away the skill. But Kessie, very low now, but the Arcane Shade and the Shadow Strike from Aizen is able to terrify Bushman and keep him in place from chasing Kessie. And Bushman rotating in the mid lane here. They're gonna have to do something about that good laner because BMI defensively, that's a good move from Tega. That was a bit of an overextension. It's gonna be very careful of Camille Levi, especially on this Harley. We have seen the man being deadly with the Harley, and if you're a marksman, a fed Harley in the early game is your worst nightmare, honestly. And now they rotate up to the top lane there. It looks like Shiro will be your first primary target because now they go for it. But Turtle will be prioritized like it should be in the early game, guys. Remember, objective matters too. And now the Turtle is there. And now, Camille Levi. I think Camille Levi wants to go for the Terizla there. That's the space escape. He does come out there. But then already seeing and your element of surprise is already gone. So I love how you just switched over to the Turtle and just, focused on taking the objective instead. Meanwhile, Bushman trying to give vision as well, but he's surrounded with Shiro on the other side. His space escape from Camille Levi, but the Turtle there. Nero, come on, man, go for it. But it looks like they want to wait out this Turtle. Have HP already. Make your move. There is a penalty zone to the back line, and that's the Turtle already taking. Camille Levi gets it, and Aizen falls. The first ball drawn, and now the Dragonoid from Nero applying the pressure, and the goes in, and now double kill from Fang. They go for another. Fang is low, and the deadly magic from Camille Levi slays him. Nero is able to survive. I am seeing the fact that RNK has two players that have the same set of pronunciation. Is that homophones or homonyms? Words that sound the same when you pronounce it. I see the thing that these guys are doing, but still, yeah. Yeah, Isaac says who has better execution wins. Yeah, Isaac, I agree. Execution is a big part of the draft because it shows who has more understanding of what they picked and what they banned as well. So yeah, let's see how it goes so far. But so he did win that. They did take that objective, but I don't think this is kind of a fight you want to pick Bushman. I think you should really go back, man. He's a 1v3 there potentially. And now IMU steals away the Avatar of the Guardian, the AOG from him. Bushman, come on, man. Don't overextend. I know you're a tank, but don't overextend. And now he gets caught in a 1v3. And of course, Kamiliva is there to bust him down. But he battleized the rescue. Bushman is able to survive. And yeah, you see, one thing I want to say here is, please, even if you are a tank, do not overextend. They will bust you down. These guys have no jokes. And now over. Now Tega, BMI defensively. I love how he made sure he plays out. But look, he's going away from Kamiliva though. Kamiliva is waiting for that deadly magic. The glorious battery does come out there. Kamiliva, the blazing duet. And that's him there. Goes for the deadly magic and tries to do poker trick. But there's no time. The SOG will miss. And 5 seconds left. The time will not be there for RNK to finish their gang on the gold lane. They will have to go for that total there. Now, Nero, come on. Yeah, this is something else. They have to go for it. They have to absolutely go for it. Fang now, the total slain. And the 1 total objective finally taken by R1. But then still towards that top lane, Kamiliva is on escape. The Black Dragon form. Looks like he wants to let him. Okay, the pressure applied by Nero, and now they go in for the AOG onto the backline. And Fang is very low and just not hesitate to put him down. Nero, the RWM, Nero is able to survive the RWM, and Pushman will fall as well. AOG and Eisen stolen away by the IMU, and Nero is there to bust him down, but then get away with the Arcane Shade and a BMI to get away from Nero. I think at this point they are doing catch me if you can. And that's actually the idea with each other there. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, so that's what they do right now. It's a catch me if you can situation. And well, there's a lot of mobility, so technically they can do these kind of things. So yeah, they can't put it off somehow. The Nero down bottom though. Nero is there. It's melting down that tier 1. Let's see. Don't overdo it. Just rotate and give vision. And now the top lane there, we do see Shiro against Nero. They are just playing it safe to them. Nobody wants to overdo things. You just poke and peel and just take your minions at your farm. But meanwhile, also like mid lanes, the deadly magic onto Bushman. The fact that Kamiliva keeps targeting this Gato is wild. Because you would think that he would go for probably the marksman or the mage, but he keeps hitting up this Gato. Okay, Nero, the man is able to escape though, but that was actually a gang cooking up for him. The turtle spawns in 10 seconds. The SOD connects from Nero, but the man doesn't want to use it. And a big resource spent just before the turtle spawns. Kesido is already at that turtle area. He's waiting for the turtle to spawn and decided out Fang. R1 already doing a good job trying to zone out the boys of RNK, but Aizen steals away the Gato. And now Kessie caught in the bad spot there. Kessie is able to get in there. And now the go for it. The turtle slain by Kamiliva is stolen away. Nero finds that Baruch. See that one slain, and the Belt is connect on the other side. Aizen is on the back lines, but Nero finds a double in the front lines, and Teka slays Kessie. Bushman slain by Nero. Now 4 players are down in a triple kill. A wipeout for RNK and R1. No response in that at all. Only 1 player slain being Kessie. That was intense. That was completely intense. Damn. Well, Kamiliva, you might want to go for a Gurixi here. The man is just waiting for the perfect chance, and now he gets the magic and he gets it as well. Oh, poker trick! Oh my goodness, can't believe I the boss, but then it's chasing as well. Space escape already used, they committed. Can't believe I is able to get away there. The squad please reconnects onto Nero is clean damage, but then they want to bust out. Can't believe he's unstoppable. The man cannot be forced. The 3-man penalty zone and the AOG to the backline. Eisen, he's got his own AOG and he uses it into the backline. The person to where committed Cassie is there, dealing damage onto Shiro, but Cassie is low, but Shiro visited there by the Black Dragon himself, dives in a furious dive, and Shiro, what's the response? He's losing some HP to the Sha residue, and Nero gets the kill, slays another, the usual 504, and a menace in the mid games. R1, this is a game of 6k goal difference, RNK dominating, and now the tier 2 is taken down by Nero. And man, R1, come on, there's an invade cooking up here. Levi, you want to take down that purple bulb there, but then fine, you want to let him take it just like that. Bushman is in the bad spot there, still wants to do some damage and revitalize rather, but then there's no letting up from the boys of, oh yeah, at this point, R1, I don't know what you guys have in store or you guys prepared for Levi. That was a risky move. That was a very risky move. Go for the Lord, man. You don't want to pick up kills in this situation here because they need you as a jungler. They need your retreat. But so far, RNK have been showing some level of mastery, have been showing some impressive performance here. And this is not half HP now. And so far, Lord already slain. They will start out their first siege of the match. And yeah, I can see the comments here. I can see the comment here. Zeno says Black said I was surprised because when we see R1, when we see RNK, you would expect a match of, you know, I've seen R1 play. I've seen R1 play, I've seen RNK play, and I know that these two teams are no slouch. These are 2 tier 1 teams. So this is the game that was supposed to see some level of fierce competition. But speaking of competition, we see Cassie against Bushman here. The Roma against the Roma face-off, but I would advise that Bushman, you want to defend against this siege that is coming from the bot lane, and the mid lane, the inhibitor, the tier 2, they're trying to protect it. That's a wise move though. But then, okay, Eisen is looking for Pessim's ultimate to steal, but meanwhile on the other side in the top lane, we do see Nero now. They're already stealing out the purple buff all over again. And man, this is definitely not the best time to do things. But meanwhile, bot lane there, there's a slight skirmish going on. Shiro trying to frontline that skirmish. But then Levi, he dives in the space escape, but I don't think that's a wise move. The penalty zone connects onto 2 though, and the AOG still missing out here. Bushman connects onto Cassie, he turns him into the inhibitor turret, but Nero is already low. Just back it down, man. You don't want to get. If you have a C05, a good KDA, just recall back to base. And Tega is out there waiting for that minion waves to crash into the bot lane. And R1, they're gonna need to put in some more if they want to turn this around. Wow, a nice one. It's space escape to dodge the unbreakable. And now they're going in there. Phantom Steed commits as well. Cassie, wait for it. Penalty zone connected to the backline. Eisen is the one that orchestrated that, and a follow-up will come through for the Steven, and the penalty zone response from Shiro. And now the SOD connects, and Cassie will force the Shiro now take a slays. And another, he will be taken down by Levi. Is he godlike? And I am stuttering with my words because Boom was out playing Levi 803 on the Harley. We knew he was deadly, but who knew he was this deadly? Nero now, Black Dragon form is into the turret. You are inside the base. Nero, be careful, you can't get shot down. Executioner strike, but the Furious dive defensively, and that is the defensively free hit by Nero. Still, the AOG still not connecting. Bushman, but it turns one, and the steel bones, but they're able to get away. Bushman, the burst from Levi settles the score between Nero and Bushman, and the minion wave still crashing. 15 seconds until that Lord spawns. Somehow, R1, this is not their game, because this is a defensive play, and this is a 10k goal difference and a 12 kill difference, and RNK rubbing salt in on the wound by those consecutive kills and those consecutive outplays. Damn, that is something. Already spawned here, and already almost belted down, actually taking down already neutral objective. There's no contest whatsoever, but the SOD does come through, and Nero goes to the back line and sides. Nero fights back, and next to the chopping block will be Agoruxi. Nero gets the double for himself, and Nero fights one. Nero gets another. That's a triple kill for the Moskov, the maniac for the Moskov. Wipeout, 2 wipeout in a single match. RNK, they rip and kill the boys of R1, and the game 1 is done and dusted. The minions are there for the taking, and GG's game 1 goes to them. A moment of silence for what we just witnessed, because this is intense. This is intense. This is over to you guys now, okay? Because I'm speechless. Over to you guys. What do you guys think? Okay, what do you guys think about game 1? Do you think R1 could have done things differently, or do you think RNK were just better when it comes to performance by far, that things couldn't have gone differently? Let me know. I'll be engaging. Okay. All right. So Ryo says R1 needs discipline. Okay, I'll take it. And excuse me, guys. Okay, so someone says, who doesn't love a good EXP? Makes the game easy. Fair point. But man, that was a banger of a game 1, man. These guys are just... Camille Levi was just something else with the Harley plus Nero. Both Neros, actually. The Moskov Nero and the Yuzhong Nero. They were crazy. But Isaacy, thank you, man. I don't know. This game, this is okay. I can see someone saying, Rex Tube says R1 overextended a lot. And Zeno says Harley was the issue. Yeah. I think that's pretty much established, Zenos. Also, he said if they want to have a better chance, they need to force jungle and EXP off comfort and meta pace. Okay, with your analogy now, Midday, the thing is, when you want to, counter pick, you have to be careful not to let those meta picks out of your sight. We saw a situation in the first game where in the attempt to counter pick, they ended up how do I put it, letting the glue and the Xbox available. So I do hope that if you're counter picking, they better watch out. Okay, they better watch out. Also, now I can see Isaac is saying the last Total spoiled it because the slow movement from the Terizla. Yeah, that's man, that's too as well. And Riku says Isaac move the Dragonoid form, right? I know, man. All right. Well, I think we can all conclude that was still a decent game 1, because to be fair, it definitely could have gone differently. I believe R1 can still execute some strategies to turn things around. Okay, and one of them can be, say, force Camille Levi and Nero out of counter pick. That's not gonna be easy. That is not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy to counter pick those guys, because those guys are the likes of Nero and Camille are not just people you can just, in quotes, ban out. Okay, you can't just there are some heroes that they might play exceptionally well, yes, but you thinking that is the only hero that they play exceptionally well is I wouldn't call that a good approach to strategy, especially when you want to face against people like this. But hey, if that's what they resolve within themselves, that's the team. That's up to them, really. But I am looking forward to the game 2 between R1 and RNK tonight. I am looking forward to it. Okay, so they do start out the draft, and thank you. Let's move to the draft now, so we can end things amicably here, and we can go to bed. So Loki, this might be the final game for tonight. So shout out to, of course, Real Time Productions for handling the stream. Guys, these highlights you see, the graphics you see, the overlays you see, the POVs you see, that is all real-time productions, okay? Real-time productions handles that, the production team.
Different
And of course, shout out to
perspectives
ML
expose the
Hub
same
for
truth.
sponsoring the
3,
tournament,
2,
organizing the
1.
tournament, and of course, my matter for casting the tournament. Loki, I am doing all the shout out because I know that this might just be deja vu. RNK is something. I do hope it is not because yeah, I can see a comment here from Autumn Leaf. He says you need
Fight for the
15 bans to
ultimate
ban
answer.
them. How do you how is that even? That's theoretically that is not even. Should I say practically that is not even possible because you only get maximum of 10 bans unless of course they agree to
Butterflies
more on
born
text.
by thy wish,
Uh, but
guided
still,
by lantern's
and
light.
okay, I think I'll stop engaging you guys now so I can concentrate on the current draft for the game too. I can see a Hilda ban. That's okay. I can see an Atlas ban on the side of RNK. That's decent. And on the other side, we see a Marcel ban, a Jusine ban, a Carry ban. I noticed something. They are actually consistently they're actually consistently banning this
Welcome to the greatest
Atlas.
mag show of
I
all
can see
time.
Tim was saying Black was saying something
I am
about
not
a
the
game
only
3.
one
Look at this
bound by
dude.
these
Yeah, I
chains.
said it again. I did take back my words. I said I am giving all the shout outs because I know Loki, this might be the final game of the match. Loki. Okay. So I can see Cassidy saying focus ban EXP. EXP enables RNK. I agree to a degree because Nero, the young Nero that he played in last, because there are two Neros here, now to be specific. So the young Nero was actually a very annoying frontline for against R1. They basically had to deal with him and then deal with Camille Levi, who was consistently looking for openings to bust down whoever is vulnerable at that point in time. So yeah. Why is it taking down is gonna put some of their worries to rest, but when you ban the YZ, you are letting open something else. So yeah,
Crowned by
think
heaven's
about it as
mandate,
well. Okay, they
my
left Phobius
legacy shall
open, and
endure.
Phobius is open for Nero. There's gonna be a lot of jumping around, and I can see Aizen leaving behind the Valentina and picking the Zetian. That's also a very good mage for the stuns, the control, also for the slows and the damage as well. Don't forget the Phoenix Strike has a lot of damage, and the Phoenix Descent does strike twice. So don't forget that little detail about this Jusine's kit. And on the other side, we see Alice for the front line and for decent sustain, a Calais as well for that's also good, and also a god for true damage input, and also some stuns and slows, especially when he adds Ice Cream One to his build. And we see a Moscow ban. Okay, that's decent. That's the first counter ban we see from the side of R1, counter banning the Nero. And I want to see if Kamiliva is going to counter ban though. Melissa, that's still a counter ban. He does ban the Melissa. And on the other side, though, Frank, will he counterban Camille Levi? The Harley is banned already, so that's a counterban. The Moskov is banned, that's another counterban. Will they for another counterban? Maybe a Yuzhong ban? Perhaps a Yuzhong ban. The Yuzhong was a very problematic hero in the last time for the side of R1, so it's only 4 seconds. Let's see if they counterban or they go for something unique. Wow, they don't go for any ban at all. Okay, and yeah, that's all the bans so far. What do you guys think? Let me know what you guys think. The glue is banned. To be honest, I personally ban the glue whenever I'm in rank match. I don't like dealing with that guy. He's just a pain. And he's just sticky to your body, and that's kind of the point. But still, I don't want to deal with that. And on the other side though, R1, let's see what Tega goes for. Maybe a Leomon. They might repeat the Leomon pick in this place for Fang. But I don't know if that's going to work out well. But yeah, he does repeat the Leomon pick, like I predicted. I don't know if that works out well in this case, though, because the Fufius can be very annoying. He's got the Dark Wave. The Dark Wave is a CC. He's also got the Demonic Force, and also the Sinner's Mark and the Infernal Pursuit consistently moving around. And Kamiliva might want to go for a Fanny here. The Fanny is a very high mobility assassin. That's going to help him a lot if you want to backdive into the back line. But Kamiliva goes for a Link. We haven't seen a Link pick in a very long time. First Link pick for the Mythic Conquest, I say Mythic Conquest, for the MHPL. and a Claude to finish up the draft for RNK. And on the other side, Tega, let's see what your last pick is here. Let's see what your last pick is. They don't have a marksman. So what's his response to a god? Oh, I personally think they should go for a proper marksman. Yeah, go for a proper marksman. Don't go for a mid. Go for a marksman. Yeah, they go for a Bruno. Favorites. That's good. Bruno has some decent amount of damage. A lot of damage, actually. If you know how to use your volley shot and your Waldy, Bruno can deal a decent and so maybe even a ridiculous amount of damage, honestly. But over to you guys now. What do you guys think? Whose draft are you inclining towards? And I'll be engaging in the comments while the game loads. All right. So I can see I see comments here, and someone says Suiting RNK got in draft, just pure neck pressing. Cassidy, Jesus. Oh, don't make me laugh, I beg. Okay, it says his boss RNK drafts your Azinos. RNK has a very solid draft, honestly. I gotta say, these guys they really through. But Claude is also a he's also a late game hero. Claude can be very, very, can be very, very annoying in the late game, honestly. The amount of attack speed he builds when he completes his Trinity. But still, I know the side of R1 draft is also pretty good. They also have a decent frontliner. Decent frontliners actually. You've got the carry, you've also got the Kalia rather, you've also got the Alice, and you also have a Fang. That's also a decent frontliner on his own end. Meanwhile, Kessie is taking some continuous magic damage from our Goruxi. That's the thing about the god. The god has very strong poke and peel potential. So you have to be very careful about our Goruxi in this situation there. But Camille Levi also using a link. And if you know about anything about the link is very good at backdiving. But meanwhile, look at that gold link though. Tega is one hitting against Nero. And Tega is very low though. The Art of Fury does deal a decent amount of damage to him. Tega, just recall, man. Just recall. You don't have the HP to go up against Nero right now, and the support is coming. Don't forget, they have a link on the other side, and Akoruxi might walk into this one here. Nero does engage. There's a skirmish down bottom in the gold lane here. BMI, he gets away from there, and still, nothing major. They move it back. And yeah, they move it back, man. On the mid lane, though, Kessie was making some very tough choices here on whether to engage or whether to gank, but that turtle will soon spawn and they engage onto the gold lane there. Nero is in the bad spot to get away with the BMI and Fang. I think just go back to the turtle, man, because at this point you should prioritize objective. It's only 8 seconds and Kamilifa is already there trying to take down this lizard creep here. And you see a little poke and peel from the mid lane there. They dive in and dive out towards that turtle. They move towards it. Bushman starts out the turtle. Nero is already there. Algoruxi. Bushman. They're waiting for the dance, but it looks like Infernal Portrait has already been committed all there. They're dealing some damage, and now they're low. And Algoruxi, the Mystic Cosmic Stun, comes out as well. And now very low. Throne of Ruin committed. Shiro, Crimson Claim gets away, and Bang steals away that one from the hands of Kamilifa and gets a first blood. Throne, Nero falls, everyone biting back, but no way. Bushman falls as well. Nero will fall, Fang falls, and that's 2 for 1, and the turtle already taken. And man, I gotta come out and say this, right? Everyone started out well by taking down objectives, but they lost in the team fight, and now we get to see them rotate away and keep Kamelevi out of their jungle. That is a good move, because at some point, if you're not able to defend your jungle well, and the enemy is able to keep getting your buff, what can I say, man? Kessie runs into Bushman, and he's just making some sufficient moves there just to give vision like a Roma should. Agoruxi keeping himself distance from his Roma. That's good. Unbreakable taunting away, breaks him close, and Bushman is able to get away. Title strike defensively. And at this point, come on R1, don't make any moves, because right now the goal difference has already started. It always starts like this. It always starts with 100 and now makes soon a 1k. For those little plays though, I gotta commend Bushman here. The man is giving vision, and now it goes with title strike. But Nero, BMI is constantly active and ready to help him away from that situation there. But then they go in for the stamina slam, they bring it back, and now Agoruxi, Mystic God for the boss, for the AOG defensively, and Kessie gets out of that situation. But Fang, okay, Phantom Storm with the Phantom Charge. Fang engages Kessie and an Unbreakable, and don't say, man, that's the desperation assault with the momentum. Fang gets his kill and gets what he came there for. Wow, that is definitely something, I gotta say. And now, meanwhile, down bottom, Nero and top lane as well, they are just doing their best at this point. They need to make sure that they get those kills and get value for it. The game 2 is actually moving very slowly. This is not how slow I thought it would go, but meanwhile, there's a total fight going on. Fang, Phantom still committed there. Nero is jumping back and forward. Infernal Pursuit and dealing some damage. Period of Defense comes down, and that's a Phantom Steed now taken down with Leomord himself. Fang falls, and the total almost taken completely. Slammy Slam comes and across the retreat. Where's the retreat? Kami Levi shows me, and now Bushman falls. They add him to the tally, but Kami Levi wants to go for Algo Ruxi. Kami Levi, the Finch boys. But Orange Buff will suit his taste better in this situation. The Phoenix Descent from Aizen, but Tega is there to engage them, and maybe a Waldy. The Waldy does come. The volley shot for Kami Levi gets away. Tega wants to get the kill. But Kami Levi, Finch boys is away out of there before that gets lethal on the jungle. It's not by force, it's not a do or die to take the Orange Buff. If you can't take it, you can always let it be. But meanwhile, they do start it out well, trying to make sure they don't overdo things here. I love the fact that R1 are taking things slow and are making sure you don't overcommit or over-engage, and can always pull out whenever things get rough. But look at that, man! Tidal Strike with the flicker committed, and the Purify immediately from Nero. That was a good reaction time. My goodness. He purposely carried that Purify for the Kali, and now you can see it executed very well. And commentation coming from me directly, but still top lane Joe. There's a slight skirmish going on there, and Fang joins the fight, but Nero, Retribution committed from Fang. They're trying to melt him down. The old Keeper passive is active for Fang, and he busts Nero down for the Infernal Pursuit. The man is still surviving and taking members down. Zero falls. The Keeper gets the second kill. Nero survives that outcome, and geez, man, this Fulvius, the revitalize and the healing, the shield. This Fulvius, man, this guy survives that outcome. And now the bot lane is where the attention will be turned to, because Tega is in a 1v2. But still, Gato rotate over Bushman. He sees Nero walking towards. They might want to go for him, but that Purify is not ready yet. I wouldn't advise that, Nero. You might want to go away. Tidal Strike comes out, but then Nero already knows that he doesn't have his Purify just yet. Meanwhile, Kami Levi is busy taking that Turtle Fang. Why didn't you go for the Turtle, man? Why was he in the mid lane? I think they didn't want to contest that one, but back to the gold lane now, because that's where the action is packed and is there. Mystic Projectile connected to 2, stuns 2. And on the other side, Kami Levi already going in for the invade there, but I would advise them. Engages Tega in a bad spot. Tega flickers out, forgotten enough to get away from him. Defiant Sword, and it comes out. Algo Ruxi. Now the Tempest Break comes out from Kami Levi. Defiant Sword, the diving, the great fear of the trainers with the Throne of Ruin committed there. The reason Klim doesn't get him away from Nero, as seen on the killing spree. Now Fang dives in the tier 1 on the gold lane is the safety zone. For the boys of I1, oh, decent! The Pursuit is coming back for the Nero. Group 4. They go for one and they go for a double. Fang is able to salvage something out of that, and they will not survive. Nero pulls a double, and Aizen finishes off the rest. It's 4 for 2 and a 3-4 of RNK. Meanwhile, Tega comes back to the tier 1 to defend, but the tier 1 is already down. Damn, that was impressive. RNK survived some casualties there, but still somehow turned it around and make that a 2 against 4. And then these guys, 44 seconds onto this load here. Come on, if you can make this work, it's gonna be here. RNK 4k gold difference advantage now they do have against R1 and Tega here. They lose their mid lane tier 1, they lose their bot lane tier 1, and now the top lane tier 1 already lost. So basically every tier 1 lost at this point, because this is not the game R1 definitely came to play. This is not the game their fans came to see. 13 seconds until that Lord spawns, and R1 will they contest this time around? We saw them give that total over to Camille Levi free and no contest whatsoever, but Camille Levi seems to be interested right now in Tega, but pulls away just before the Lord spawns, and now the Lord spawns and it rotates over to that Lord. Will be the best course of action for him. The Lord is there, and the boys of RNK as well. Bushman is just making sure they do things decently at this point. Now the defender for sure is a commitment from Nero there. Bushman gets taunted there, but then pulled up again, and Bushman is forced to flicker away the play on the finish, and Algo Rooksy in a bad spot gets taken down by Eisen, and RNK goes for the rest for the cleanup, and that's the fact that Nero falls to Fang, and now the tempers of play. Kamiliva wants to get Fang who falls, and now Shiro falls. Nero steals the kill. Fang last man standing will be busted down by Eisen's Phoenix strike, and that is a wipeout from RNK. That is the third wipeout in this best of 3 fixture. I don't even know at this point. I don't even know if this is personal or this is just as the game goes situation. But hey, that's a question for you guys in the comments. The Lord is already taken, and this is not R1's best day. This is not their best day. The Lord is already taken now. The first siege will ensue, and the inhibitor still standing. The tier 2 still standing as well, at least for the mid lane and the bot lane. That says they're taking down the tier 2 on the top lane. And man, Nero, bot lane, the man is doing the macros. That's what matters at times like this. Not just the kills, you also have to make sure your macros are in check. And Bushman here, giving vision. The Fear of the Phoenix comes out. Shiro falls. And yeah, Nero gets a double. I think at this point it's just the dominoes are already stacked. The dominoes are already stacked. And Bushman dives in with the title strike, but Kamilifa is going for the back line. Goes in, dives in with Defiant Sword. Wants to go across in the back. Gets some place committed as well. But Nero is able to steal that kill away, and now they go for the rest. It's a clean up there for the challenge on duty, but Nero finds Bushman and Fang shuts down Kamilifa. Gets the final kill and a draw there for the inhibitor up top, and now RNK goes for the finish. The Lord is already there, full HP. Nero is there as well. The BMI is there. Fang is able to BMI out of there. And a free Lord giving over to R1 as they go for the clear, and RNK will retreat. Man, I genuinely wanted to see a different outcome in game 2. But it looks like R1 just have this one on the lockdown too strongly for anything to major to go on here, honestly. But still, I still gotta commend these guys though, because it's not easy to pull off against a team like this. RNK did have some reputation, of course, in the ENC, the Esport Nation Cup. And now they're showing us why they had that reputation they did. In R1, they might want to walk into this one here, Shiro. I would do advise that. Just play safe, play calm, and rotate when needed. For Bushman, you might want to give vision, but I wouldn't recommend that either, because they are packed in that bush. If you walk in, they're just going to bust you down. I go Rooksy buys the Sky Piercer. And now we get to see a 10k goal difference nearly between both these guys. But Fang doesn't engage there. It's a 1v2. You might want to commit, but then Kessie comes in as well. It's an AOG defensively away, and Fang is clearing the waves and making sure the macros are in check. Meanwhile, 25 seconds until that Lord spawns. And Nero, wait for it. I don't know. I don't even know how to put this, honestly, because they're just waiting for a single mistake or a single pick-off, and they might just be going to use that for a clear-off for Bushman, half HP, Bushman, get taunted, but they don't break it, oh my god, Bushman, and now the man is able to go, but no, wait, oh, Kamilifa, Nero, what is RNK, they go for a clean-up, and I think Ateka wants to run for Kamilifa, Zero is low, and a back from Nero. 3 players gone, just like that. Kessie, Kamilifa, Nero, Eisen, Nero. What are these guys? They keep styling on R1. What is the response? There is none, because they may not even need that Lord. They may be able to end here, but R1 loses 2 members and they have to pull back. and take that Lord 1 against 2 and numbers advantage now to the boys of R1. Can this be a buyback? Can this be a response? They go for the Lord. They started out immediately, no waiting. Now they go for it. Title strike does connect though. The BMI is there. The purify not yet up good, but it looks like R1 might want to get this one. The feed poise comes in. Camille Levi now. Period finish connects. The retribution will be needed and far tilts away from Camille Levi. Camille Levi falls. Aguruxi posts him down, and now Bushman plays it to West, comes up from Nero, but then Nero will fall. Taker and a black back dive. Kessie recalls back to base. He might be met there, but no, he isn't. R1 takes down 2 members and take back the Lord, and maybe, fingers crossed, the siege might be the start of something new for these guys, because Camille Levi did not get that retribution. He did not get that retribution. And now they start things out. RNK, this hopefully isn't the start of something different, because this is not what you want it to be. Phantom Steel just come out now. Fang dives in as well. Tier 1 with the Mystic Guns from the backside from Aguruxi. The Fear of the Phoenix connects and stuns to the AOG for the set from 1 to 2. And now the Phobia starts as well. Nero didn't damage down Shiro. Comes in the claim. He gets away. The Dark Whip doesn't connect, and Shiro is able to get away, but no, Aizen stubborn enough not to let him go, but has to value his HP. But Nero will fall, and R1 Taker is making these moves. They're live in the title strike. The Kessie is there as well. The Lord is up for the back bot lane. Somehow they minimize the damage potential, and R1, they want to maximize this siege. But potentially, maybe they're able to take something back. Maybe force out that game 3, but the Mystic Coach comes out there and go in and take out. Finds Kessie. Bushman dives the back line. Fang is there. Camille Levi melts down that Lord, and the siege will have to end here for R1. They will have to end here, guys, because this is not your ideal game. This is not what you want to see if you're them. And what a play, what a move from these guys. Now they got him there. Fang, come on, Fang is getting low there. Tega wants to bust him down. Wall connects there. Nero dives in the backline. Nero falls. Nero is slain. And the Fear of the Phoenix calls up for Camille Levi. Now want to go for a backdoor. Camille Levi is in the top lane, and maybe a potential backdoor. He goes for it. He aims it up, but Fang is there to greet him. Finch Boys, the man can't get out of there. Retribution already committed from Fang. Now Camille Levi. Finch Boys is away out of there. 45 seconds until that next Lord. He's going to be needed in that contest there. You can't afford to lose it out. Camille Levi, this game is riding on you getting that retribution in. It's riding on you doing that. And now they go for it. Camille Levi is slaying. That's not a good one. They camp and they get it in. Mystic God is in the place to do it, but it gets away. Double kill. Fang slays Kessie. 3 players are down, and R1 potential comeback. They force the boys of RNK back, and only 5 seconds left on that next Lord. Camille Levi is not respond, and this might be the choke of the game 2, because R1 is making a statement. Fang gets enthusiastic, and Nero might be beating him down. Fang, you gotta prioritize that Lord, but Nero might be the priority. Yeah, as Nero, he's able to sustain through, and it's up for sure for Aguruxi. True damage and the Mystic Favor. Post him down at Aizen, the last man standing. R1, the man will go for a finish. The minion waves are not there, but the Camille Levi is now back. And come on, look at your base. The top lane, the waves are crashing into there. Now Aguruxi, Phantom Steel comes up there. Okay, now Aguruxi falls. That's now Fang chasing him down. Camille Levi almost falling there. Fang will fall. No! The base now getting attacked by the minions, and now a free load over to RNK. The base already have HP. R1, you need to check your base. You need to clear, and the boys of RNK might have just gotten themselves this load over. That is a free load to RNK, and the siege will be in their favor. Yeah, this is a peak game 2. This is what I came to see, especially from the boys of R1. They bite back, they respond, they deal their damage, they make sure they don't leave tonight. They take back the gold lead. They make sure they don't leave tonight without making a statement. And if you're RNK, you need to end things here. You need to end things now. Bushman, Tsunami Slam brings him back. Levi gets away from that CC lockdown of the Kalir. Meanwhile, Nero engages there. Dark Wave not committed just yet. Crimson Gleam defensively from Shiro. Lord is approaching from the mid lane here. They want to make sure they take out those left inhibitors. The bot lane inhibitors for Fang and Shiro. The only two men there. The minion waves will crash into the Lord is already trying to get melted down, and Fang is making sure he buys enough time, and that Lord, the Phoenix, just connects Nero. They're making sure he tanks some damage there. The inhibitors are down, and the base now wide open. RNK, if you want to end it here, and now they're going there, but that's who's the first pass, but then the minion waves are there. 3 hits, and Nero, he won't be, and the base is a lockdown, and the game taken by RNK, and they secure match 2 in a 2-0 fashion. Yeah, GG's guys. Well, it was a fun game and an amazing match. And I have to commend these guys. I have to commend the boys of R1. They fought harder than they did in game 1. I love that. I love to see performance like that. They took back the gold lead. They took back the kill lead. Look at the stats here. MVP for Fang, MVP for Aizen. And, you know, commend the junglers, commend the other guys. These guys are, it is well. It is well. Maybe a better time, okay? But then that is it for day 1 of the Mhpl Summer Invitationals, guys. Don't forget to like the channel. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It helps us push what we do out here. Shout out to Real Time Production for handling the stream. And shout out to ML Hub Exec Team for sponsoring the tournament. And of course, it's been Black Matter. Sarah didn't actually stay until the end, but then that's okay. I hope you enjoy his casting game 1. With that being said, good night and have fun, guys. Cheers.
ML, forever, yeah. MJ don't like the place, so Black Matter on the mic, oh. Share you the feel, hey. Every night we day online, squad full active, steady, good vibes. From tournament days to late night, oh. ML love, no feel, oh. Sanjena Baba for the movement, CEO with the right management. Like the guide, like Nepa Miracle. Cypher too sharp, tactical. Black Matter, they cast the gameplay. Is that what they play? Everybody scream for the headset. Caster too cold, no race. If you enter once, you know fit leave. Today night, you know waiting, we believe. From lobby chats to custom room. ML up, they shake the whole zone. ML on a family where they give us love. From the admins to the teams we trust. Nobody better than us. ML we dey vibe till the sun comes up. MJ light Cypher too tough. Black Matter shelling leave non-stop. Shout out all the teams them. Every player where they rep them. Sweaty matches, clutch moments. Victory dance with enjoyment. If them ask to run this scene, the ML will be the king. From Niger straight to worldwide. Everybody hands it right. MJ say ready. Everybody say steady. Black Matter on commentary. Whole chat going crazy. ML community stronger than love. Admins working non-stop for us. That's why we rise above. ML I'm a piano vibe.